feeling utterly drained? Experiencing a profound lack of energy where even the simplest tasks feel overwhelming? It is a common sentiment to feel detached from a productive day, lost in the curated realities of social media. Procrastination often becomes the default setting, overshadowing the vibrant experience of living life intensely. The striking observation is that this pervasive fatigue, once largely associated with older generations, is now manifesting like a widespread phenomenon among young adults in their teens and early 20s. This raises a critical question. Why are so many constantly tired, and how can abundant energy be maintained? The core challenge lies in understanding the strong correlation between energy and motivation. These two are intrinsically linked. Low energy often leads to low motivation, and conversely, high motivation typically coincides with ample energy. This discussion will explore several scientifically supported points to not only boost and sustain balanced energy levels throughout the day, but also to elevate motivation. Let us begin with the first critical factor: digital exposure, a relentless drain on energy. Excessive digital exposure is detrimental in many ways, particularly concerning the regulation of dopamine secretion systems. The brain constantly assesses the effort required to perform an action versus the anticipated reward. Digital devices, especially smartphones, are increasing the frequency with which the brain signals low energy, essentially an alert for high effort or low reward. Dopamine is the neurotransmitter responsible for calculating the reward before an action is taken. Artificial activities, such as consuming processed foods or endlessly scrolling through social media, are designed to deliver rapid dopamine hits, creating a cycle of addiction. The main issue arises when, after these quick pleasures, there is significantly less motivation or energy to engage in challenging tasks that offer more substantial, long-term results far more satisfying than merely scrolling pixels. The brain, interestingly, does not differentiate activities based on the long-term progress they offer. Instead, it prioritizes tasks by the amount of immediate pleasure they provide. This predisposition leads individuals to opt for instant gratification, like phone use. Consequently, when the time comes to work or study, the brain sends a signal of low energy, anticipating the high effort required to secrete dopamine through productive endeavors. Therefore, it is crucial to limit phone usage, as constant engagement trains the brain to expect rewards without effort. Implementing a digital detox, whether for a day or a week, can be highly beneficial for resetting these dopamine systems. Next, consider the power of routine. To deviate from routine is to go against human nature. While a spontaneous day might be enjoyable on vacation, it becomes unsustainable for the majority of the year. This isn't just about productivity, it's about sustaining the happy, thriving life. Many observe that after extended periods of unstructured living, such as summer breaks filled with indulgent food and irregular hours, there's a deep-seated need to return to structure. Humans are fundamentally routine-oriented beings. It is biologically embedded. The brain conserves energy by investing it in what truly matters. In modern life, this translates to being productive during work hours. Every decision made expends energy. Discipline functions like a muscle. If the day begins without any structure or routine, forcing numerous decisions from the outset, it depletes the mental strength, discipline, and energy needed for truly important choices, those that drive progress. Notice how successful individuals often simplify minor decisions, like their wardrobe, to preserve energy for critical matters. Establishing an activating morning routine to transition from sleep to activity and a deactivating evening routine to shift from activity to deep rest makes it far easier to conserve energy for what truly counts.
Routines are pivotal, and their importance extends to the next vital area. The fundamental pillar of vitality is sleep. It is a common misconception that less sleep equates to more productivity, or that extended sleep hours are always beneficial. However, optimal sleep is non-negotiable for repair and sustained energy. Sleep cycles typically last around 90 minutes. Experts recommend aiming for 4, 5, or 6 complete cycles, translating to 6, 7.5, or 9 hours of sleep, respectively. For significantly improved sleep quality, experts offer several recommendations. Always go to bed at the same time, even on weekends. Deactivate all digital devices at least 2 hours before sleep. Drastically reduce exposure to bright and blue light in the evenings, as these can disrupt sleep. Furthermore, cease caffeine consumption a full 8 hours before bedtime. A crucial insight suggests that consuming coffee within the first 90 minutes of waking can lead to a significant energy crash in the mid-afternoon. To avoid this dip, consider delaying caffeine intake until 2 hours after waking. Upon rising, expose yourself to natural sunlight. This simple act helps regulate internal mechanisms that promote consistent energy levels throughout the day, aligning the body with natural rhythms that past generations have always followed. Living in harmony with nature often mitigates many modern lifestyle ailments. Moving to the next crucial step, exercise and nutrition. It is often a paradox that individuals seeking more energy already know the importance of diet and exercise, yet they may not meticulously follow these habits. Understanding this contradiction is key. Engaging in physical activity actually increases energy levels. Similarly, strategic eating patterns, such as reducing the frequency of meals, can also boost energy. While experts may not universally recommend intense exercise first thing in the morning, incorporating it into your routine is vital. Another powerful strategy is intermittent fasting, which involves concentrating your eating window within certain hours of the day, rather than reducing the overall amount of food consumed. Many find success with 18 or even 22-hour fasting windows. Dietary recommendations include increasing protein intake and reducing fast-absorbing carbohydrates, those with a high glycemic index, while prioritizing slow-absorbing carbohydrates like oats. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, is your environment. The people surrounding you profoundly impact your energy. Everyone has experienced feeling energized and motivated after spending time with certain individuals, while feeling lethargic and drained after interacting with others. People undoubtedly transmit and transfer energy. If your immediate social circle tends to be draining, consider leveraging online resources. Seek out inspiring content creators and communities that foster positive digital relationships. Engaging with content that educates and motivates can serve as a positive and productive way to maintain optimal energy and motivation levels. Choose content that resonates and inspires growth, and observe how that positive energy begins to flow into your own life. This mutual exchange, whether in person or through digital engagement, feeds a cycle of productivity and vitality. Thank you for your attention and for spending these minutes absorbing this information. Applying these insights, whether it's improving habits, implementing activation routines, or regulating dopamine systems, is designed to enhance your productivity, prosperity, and lead to a more fulfilling life. Wishing you an excellent week.